Sheffield Wednesday have had a rocky 4 years. They've suffered a relegation to League One and promotion back to the Championship in that time. But this season they're doing well. They are mid-table at the moment, but their neighbours Sheffield United are smashing it. But that's where I come in, as today I'm becoming Sheffield Wednesday's brand new manager with the goal of making them the best team in the world. And so guys, here is the team we've loaded into in Season 1, and for the Championship it's actually a pretty solid side. Now granted, it does have a bit of an aging problem which we'll have to sort out at some point. And not only do we have an insane contract situation, but there's also Charles and James Beadle on loan to us, so we've got to decide what we want to do with them. But on the flip side, there's some pretty solid talent we can build this team around, like left winger Jadedi Gassama, there's Dutch winger Anthony Masabe, and Canadian striker Ugbo. All pretty solid talents. But the good news pretty much ends there, guys, is we only have 3 million to spend. So if we are to make the Owls the world's best club, we're gonna have to do that in stages. And stage 1 is trying to get promotion on the cheap, which means our maximum spend on a single player can't be any more than 3 million. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. But before we worry about any of that, I want to make sure our tactics are spot on. So I'm using the 4-3-3 holding variation with a counter-attacking build-up style and a pretty deep line. Makes sense considering we're countering. And we are setting them out like this, ladies and gents. It is pretty bog standard for a 4-3-3 holding. And I fully believe, guys, this is our strongest team by a mile on paper. But that's not to say I'm happy with it, because our midfield needs improving, we need a stronger defence, especially if we want promotion. And with only 3 mil in the budget, we're not going to be able to do anything with that. Having said that though, there is a little solution to that problem, because we do have a fairly aging team, as I've already mentioned, so we may as well just get rid of them. Apart from Barry Bannon, I feel like I'd be hunted down if I sold him. But I'm not holding back on anybody else in this team, ladies and gents. These guys are all getting sold, and hopefully we'll have enough money then to catapult Sheffield Wednesday. And after a solid month of trying, guys, they are finally all gone, and we are much better off for it, because we've now got 8 mil to spend. Now that we can do some damage with. But I'm looking at this team, guys, and even after selling a bulk of our players, it's still looking pretty solid. But I am interested in signing both Charles and Beadle on a permanent deal. I mean, Beadle's worth 2.9 million, Charles is worth 2.8 million, and because they're both on loan, I reckon we can get them cheaper than their market value. So we're going to try our luck with that. 2.5 mil for Beadle, and they want 3.95 million. Oh, that backfired, didn't it? Okay, let's see if they'll take 3 mil. I'm allowed to sign a maximum of 3 mil per signing. Well, they go for that. No. Oh, they have come down there. Maybe we can get them to come down a little bit more. Are they going to go for it? Oh my god, are you joking? 100k? Come on, man. You're not that stingy, surely. I feel like this is one of our last chances. Thank god for that. Why couldn't you just accepted that first time? But thankfully, the deal is done, and James Beadle is now officially an Owl. And Shay Charles followed suit for only 2.5 million as well. However, that came with a price, because we've only got 1 mil to spend now, and we've got these contracts to sort out, as well as a coaching system to improve. Them better be bloody worth it. I'm just going to be signing players that I'm going to be using. I mean, Ben Hamer, for example, definitely not using him. But now that that's all taken care of, there's nothing else I can do, ladies and gents. So this is how the team looks going into our first campaign with Sheffield Wednesday. And I think it looks pretty good. I mean, we signed 2 fantastic young talents on a permanent deal, and with that, we've done a really good job of lowering the average age of the entire team, which should mean there's a lot of progression this year. But obviously, in real life, Sheffield Wednesday right now are 10th in the Championship. So that's this team's challenge for Season 1, guys. Beat what they're doing in real life and get a higher finish than 10th in the Championship. But it's safe to say that didn't happen. We finished 17th in the Championship, a solid 12 points behind 10th place Coventry. Gordon Bennett, we've got work to do. But honestly, that doesn't really make sense to me, because this team, as you can see, is light years ahead of where it was at the beginning of Season 1. But the stats, if I'm being completely honest, are terrible. Ugbo did well. 19 goal contributions in 30 games is actually pretty damn decent. Thankfully though, it's not all doom and gloom, because as you can see, there has been significant improvement in some individuals like James Beadle, like Gassama, like Valerie, Masaba, Charles as well. So granted, this season in the Championship was a flop, but next season I think we'll do a lot better. But there's also some things in this team we've got to fix next year. For example, Barry Bannon. I mean, he's 35, he's 70 rated. At this point, I don't care if I get hunted down, we absolutely need to replace him. We also need need a stronger midfielder than Ingolson, and we definitely need to work on our defence. But because we're restricted to 3 mil per signing in this team, and given our complete lack of money to spend, we're going to find it difficult to make these signings. So we've just got to take this one step at a time, guys. We've got to prioritise the more important positions in this team first, and once we do that, sort the others out, and then hopefully we'll be well on our way to playing Premier League football. Unfortunately though, as we enter Season 2 with the Owls, I was right about the budget. We've only got 6 mil to spend. And even though we are restricted to 3 mil per signing, this is still going to be tricky. Because I want a new left back, I'd like a brand new centre mid partnership. We don't even really have the squad depth to sell players in bulk either, so we're literally stuck with 6 mil. How we're going to do this, I don't know. But we are stuck with this 6 million, so it's up to us to make the most of it. I think my strategy for this is looking for players in their mid-20s at best, playing in the Championship or in the less competitive leagues like the French League, for example. I think it's in these leagues that we're going to have our best chance of finding players we can actually sign that will benefit us for 3 mil. And what do you know, ladies and gents, this strategy has worked a treat. We found Leicester City's left back Luke Thomas, mid-20s, 71 overall, worth between 1.55 and 2.05 million. We found our left back, and he only cost us 1.7 million in the end. But I think we struck gold with this one, guys. Centre mid Arthur Atta from FC Metz. He's 22.6, 270 rated. 3-star skills with pretty well-rounded stats. And because his contract was running out, he only cost us 2.4 mil. And with those two in the team, our squad isn't looking bad. By the way, I'm very aware that Thomas isn't as good as Lowe, but he's also 4 years younger than him, which means he's got 4 years to surpass him. But we still have over 1 million to spend, guys. And I really don't want to really waste that just yet, so I'm going to go onto the free agencies to see what they've got in store for us. And it just so happens that a certain French centre-back Samuel Umtiti is without a club. Now granted, he's 31 and he's pretty slow, but he's got good defending and physicality, and to be fair, he'll kill it in the Championship. I also went looking for another midfielder, guys, and I found German centre mid Yannick Gerhardt, 31, 6 foot, 76 rated, and judging by his stats, he can definitely play a box-to-box role. And after just about managing to afford both of their contracts, we finally been able to sign them. And now that the team looks this good going into Season 2, I'm expecting big things. For starters, I want a whole bunch of improvement from these players, man. I want to see a lot of 79, 78 to maybe even 80 rated players. And I also want Sheffield Wednesday to be nowhere near the relegation. In fact, I want the opposite. I want to push for promotion. And considering how successful our transfer window's been, I fully think we can pull that off. And guys, I was absolutely bang on the money. We are in the playoffs alongside Norwich, Leicester and Sheffield United. However, I'm sort of regretting what I said at the beginning of this season, because I don't think we're ready for the Prem yet. But we've annihilated our neighbours Sheffield United to get to the final, and we've beaten Leicester. Oh my god, we've actually got promotion first time. Are you joking? I should be happy, but I've got a bad feeling about this, because I'll level with you lot. I don't think this team's good enough, man. I feel like next year is going to be insanely difficult just to survive the Prem. I mean, granted, the stats this year are much better. Ugbo, again, 24 goals in 43 games. He's actually really good considering he's only 73 rated. And in terms of improvement, as you can see, it's not that good. I mean, Beadle's done well, so is Charles, Gerhard, Gisama, but everybody else is really stepped down. And considering these are the teams that are in the lower half of the table, I feel like every single one of them right now would batter us. Which is exactly, I wanted more time in the Championship with this side. I only wanted to push for promotion. I never actually wanted it. But regardless, Stage 1 is officially complete. We've got promotion on the cheap. But now we move on to Stage 2, ladies and gents, and that is, of course, surviving the Premier League. But before we find out if we're able to, if you're enjoying this video so far and want to see more content like it, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. So here we go, guys. We've just arrived in Season 3, and whether we like it or we don't, we are officially in the Prem. And that means Stage 2 with this team officially begins. But in all honesty, we've got a lot more money than I was anticipating. 41 mil in total. Maybe we can survive after all. I mean, it's still going to be tough. There's still so much work that needs doing with this team. But let's take this one step at a time. Firstly, I'm going to look at the financial side of the squad up. I'm going to go through all of our players, the players that we don't want or the players that we don't really need anymore, and see how much we can get for them. For example, Musaba's worth 8.5 million and his development plan said he's reached his potential. We can also get 4.6 mil for Valerie and 3.1 for Samuel Umtiti. And once all these are sold, I'm pretty sure we're going to have like 60 mil in our budget. And trust me, that didn't take long to sell these guys, and we got quite a bit for each of them. which gives us 61 mil to spend. Now that is more like it. Now obviously we're putting that money into the positions we've just sold. However, the quality we're going to be able to bring in is going to be insane. However, I want to make the most of that 60 mil, so I'm having another look on this free agents list to see if there's anybody there worth picking up. And would you look at this? Marco Asensio is a free agent. He is a bit slow for a right winger, but considering he's a free agent, I'd be stupid to turn this down. And with that, ladies and gents, Marco Asensio becomes our very first signing in the Premier League. But he's not going to be our last, because I'm signing Danil Doki from Union Berlin. His contract's expiring. He's 28, 80 rated at 6'3". Not the quickest in the world, but he's got good defending and physicality. I'm also signing Atalanta youngster Omar Al-Hilali, only 22, 78 overall. He's already got cracking stats for a fullback, and the best thing is he's only going to get better. And for only 29.5 million combined, we signed both of these players on pretty lengthy deals. But we're not done there, because we still have 24 mil to spend, and I want a better striker than Ugbo, because whilst he killed it in the Championship, credit where credit's due, I don't think he'd stand a chance in the Prem. But Thino Barry, on the other hand, is a different ball game. The guy's 23, 78 rated, 6'5", and got 84 pace. In other words, that's like a train running at you. And I think with a little bit of time and a lot of development, he could become a monster in the future, which is why I've just signed him on a 5-year contract. And that obviously wraps up our transfer window, but I can't believe just how good that was, man. We brought serious quality into this squad. But don't just take my word for it, take a look for yourselves, because this team right now is on a different level than what it used to be. As daft as this sounds, we may genuinely pull off a mid-table finish. Now that's not me taking any team in the Prem for granted, because I know there's clubs in this league that can batter us. But we've got James Beadle in goal, Marco Asensio on the wing, and an absolute monster up top. And if this team can gel together quite quickly, there's no reason we can't pull a mid-table finish. And that's exactly where we finished. We are 12th in the Prem. We are still miles away from the top 6, but we can take this step by step. We're still doing terribly, though, in the Cups, guys, as Arsenal knocked us out straight away. And the Bottlers knocked us out around 4. Bloody Nora. But this team right now is looking pretty promising. I mean, there's quality all up and down the pitch. The stats, though, are absolutely terrible. That's what we need to work on in Season 4. But for now, Stage 2 has officially been completed, which means we move on to Stage 3, which is challenging for Europe. But considering we're 26 points outside the top 6, that might take a while. But if next year we can make the right signings in the right positions, we'll take the Owls one step closer to becoming the best team in the world. Unfortunately, though, as we enter Season 4, the board have not helped us at all. We've only got 28 mil to spend. We can't do anything with that, really. I mean, we have an aging Yannick Gerhardt now to replace, and a defensive lineup that needs improvement. I really don't know what to do. But Gerhardt made it a little bit easy for me to decide, is at the end of this season he's going to be retiring. So it's literally between Luke Thomas and Bernard. But this is where development plans come in clutch, because as you can see, Luke Thomas is still going strong, whereas Bernard not so much. So it looks like we're going for a new centre-back. But 28 mil won't get us anybody world-class or an up-and-coming talent. We need somebody who's already established on the latter end of their career, which is why I'm going for Mancini from Liverpool. He's 31, 6'3", 83 overall. He's pretty quick, got great defending and physicality, and worth between 20 and 26 million, so we can absolutely afford him. And with that, he is our one and only transfer of season number 4. To be fair though, looking at our backline now, Mancini may well be the difference maker this campaign. It's going to be interesting to say the least. And guys, I can't believe this. We've actually got top 6 football. We've got European football next year. I can't get over that, man. Last year we were so far away from it, and now we've got it. And it gets even better as we've won the FA Cup. So one way or another, we'd have got European football. We've also won the Carabao Cup. Guys, what is going on? I mean, the stats are fantastic. Even a retiring Yannick Gerhardt got 23 goal contributions. As for the team itself, it's just on a different planet, isn't it? It's crazy how far we've come in only 4 years. But now that we've got Europa League football, we officially complete Stage 3, which means we move on to Stage 4, which is winning the Champions League. Now, that one will take a while, because as good as this team is right now, it's nowhere near good enough yet to even compete in that competition. The Europa League, on the other hand, is a different different story, because if Leon can win it, I definitely think we've got a shot at doing it too. And because we got a top 6 finish in the Prem, won the FA and Carabao Cup, I'm almost positive our budget is going to skyrocket next year as well. Unfortunately though, as we enter season 5, I couldn't have been any more wrong. We've only got 44 mil to spend. And considering we need a new centre mid and left back, that's just not enough. And we still don't have the depth in our squad to bulk sell players to raise funds ourselves, so we're literally stuck with what we've got. The thing is though, Chalobah is significantly worse than Luke Thomas, so I feel like it's a no-brainer. We've got to get a new centre mid. But we also have quite a few contracts to renew at quite a high wage, so we're going to have to be pretty tactical and not spend all of our money on this one player. Which is why I'm signing Ivan Martin from Nice. He's 29, 82 rated. He's defo got the stats to play that box-to-box role, and he's worth between 26 and 32.5 mil, so we can definitely afford him. Unfortunately, they wouldn't accept a penny less than 30 million, but I think he'll be worth it. Now, we've just sorted the contracts out, and we've still got 11 mil to spend. And you know what? I'm fancying my chances. And we need squad depth, guys, so I'm going to have a look on this free agents list to see if there's anybody that we can stick in the team or the subs bench. And I've actually found 3 really solid players: Alessandro Bianco, Colombo, and Riedel. In all 3 playing positions, we sorely need depth for, so it's a win-win. And now not only does the starting 11 look like this, our bench is actually kind of stacked. I think we've done a cracking job preparing Sheffield Wednesday for this season, especially with them having Europa League football. The question is though, will these 4 signings make a difference this year, or will the team fall flat on their faces? They fell flat on their faces. We are 8th in the league this time. To be fair though, we were only 6 points outside the top 4, so it's not all doom and gloom. But we've gone on to win the Community Shield. That's 3 trophies in 2 seasons. We don't win the FA Cup this time, and we don't win the Carabao Cup. To be fair though, I didn't think we would. But one trophy I do want to win is the Europa League, and we're off to a good start as we're through to the round of 16. And that's where we smash Athletic Bilbao, we just get past Marseille, we've beaten Braga, and we've smashed Lazio in the final. We've actually won the Europa. So not only is that 4 trophies in 2 seasons, we've got UCL football next season. Bro, how are we doing this? This team right now is doing things it has absolutely no right doing, man. I've got no words. I'm genuinely gobsmacked. Stats-wise, it's not that bad either. 5 players got more than 10 goal contributions. And not only that, Thierno Barry was the 3rd top goal scorer, and Gassama was the joint 2nd top assister in the Prem. I mean, we've smashed it. But now it's time to smash it elsewhere, because Champions League football is coming to us next year, with Milan being the team to beat. I also want the Premier League title too. I mean, we're only 9 points away from that. And if the board actually back us for once next year, we could legitimately turn this team into not only a Champions League winning contender, but a title contender too. But for some reason, the board, no matter what I do, just don't want to back me. We've only got 51 million. I mean, we've only won 4 trophies in the last 2 seasons. Now, granted, we can put that money to good use in this team, but 50 mil? Really? However, there is an option for us to get more funds, because Marco Asensio, as you can see, is going down in overall. But his market value is 30.5 mil, so if we sell him, we could get upwards to 80 million altogether. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Athletic Club wanting for 30.7 mil, and I'm definitely accepting. And that, my friend, is what you call good business. We bought him on a free, and we've made pure 30 mil at least profit on him. And that gives us 82 million to spend, and with that money, we can do some serious damage. Because the only thing this team needs is a better left back and a better right winger, and it's basically done. On second thought, I don't think it is, because Mancini is now 33 years old and he's going down in rating. I completely forgot about him, you know, but he is worth 36 million himself, so that's just an extra 36 mil to add to the kitty. And that didn't take long either, ladies and gents. Mancini is officially leaving Sheffield Wednesday. And we got 36 million for him, which gives us 120 million, the highest budget we've had so far with the Owls. And trust me, we're taking full advantage of it, as I'm signing Leverkusen's Sven Botman to replace Mancini. He's 29, 6'4", with fantastic defending and physicality. But we're not done just yet, because I want Bradley Locko to be Luke Thomas's replacement. Not the quickest fullback in the world, but certainly well-rounded. And for the total amount of 72 mil on the dot, we signed both of these players. And whilst that's our defence sorted for now, we do still need a right winger. And for that role, I found someone I've frankly never heard of, but really like the look of, 21-year-old Bruno Derdov. He's absolutely rapid with good dribbling. We just need to bolster his shooting and passing, and he'll be the whole package. And with the signing of youngster Bruno Derdov, that's our window wrapped up. But as you can see from the signings we've made, it has been a very successful one at that. I mean, the team has literally never looked better. Durdov does need a little time to improve, but I've got all the faith in the world that he will. And guys, I did accidentally skip too far into the calendar year, but we are doing pretty well in the UCL so far, especially for our first time in it. But after 7 games, we still haven't won one. We've drawn 7 games, are you joking? This team needs to get its act together, especially if they want to become the best in the world. And ladies and gents, they did just that. They very nearly won the Prem. The thing is, if we hadn't drawn our first 7 games of the campaign, we'd have won it by a landslide. We, however, still haven't won our second FA Cup, nor a second Carabao Cup. But we have won the Super Cup. Guys, we've legitimately, if I'm not mistaken, won almost everything up to this point. The only thing we haven't won yet is actually the UCL, and we are through to the playoffs after finishing 17th in the league phase. And that's where we smashed Lyon 4-2, but we get stamped on by Sevilla. Hang on, how do we beat Lyon but lose to Sevilla? Aren't Lyon better than Sevilla? Saying that though, how does this team lose to Sevilla full stop? Because this team surely is levels above them. I've got to say as well, stats-wise amongst the team isn't that good, but individually it's amazing. I mean, Barry got 40 goal contributions in 54 games, 21 for Basama. Marty got 9 and 19. Those 3 killed it. One bit of good news we can take from this campaign though, Durdov has grown to 82 overall at only 22 years old. That means to me his future's quite bright. However, if this team can't beat the likes of Sevilla in the UCL, that still says to me we've got a hell of a lot more work to do. Because AC Milan add another Champions League to their cabinet. That's the second Champions League in a row if I'm not mistaken. But no matter which way you look at it, we've got to get this team ready for next year, man, because now that we've had a taste of the Champions League, we know exactly what to expect. And ladies and gentlemen, it's happened. After 7 long years, the board have finally backed us. We've got 153 mil to spend. And trust me, we're making the most of it. Because not only are we improving this starting 11, we're also going to bolster our bench. But in fairness, when the entire starting 11 is literally on international duty, that says you're doing something right. However, Danilo Doki is just around the corner from his rating dropping, so ideally I'd like to avoid that happening this season. As for the bench, we're signing a second choice keeper, winger and CDM. But firstly, I'm focusing on the starting 11, which is why I'm signing Mohamed Simakan from Girona. He's 85 rated, he's rapid with great defending and physicality. I think he'll boss it. But he wasn't cheap, guys. Girona wouldn't accept a penny less than 50 million. But that's the starting 11 done. Now it's time to focus on the bench, as I'm going to sign Camille Grabara for our second choice keeper. I'm also signing Elliot Anderson to be our second choice CDM. And to sign both of these players combined, it only cost us 52 million. But trust me, I've saved the best until last. Because I've just signed the greatest footballer to ever step foot on a football pitch in Anthony for 15 million. If this guy can't help us win the Champions League, no player on planet Earth will be able to. All jokes aside though, we've done a disgusting job with the Owls so far. I mean, look at the bench as well, man. There's quality everywhere to replace the quality on the pitch. And that could very well be the difference maker in the UCL. Just like it's making a difference this time in the Prem, as opposed to drawing all 3 of our first games, we've won all 3. I could be very wrong, guys, but I think this might be the year we win everything, but I guess only time will tell. But guys, I fully can't believe it. We lost the Premier League title, this time to bloody Arsenal. All we needed was 1 more point and we'd have won it, man. I don't mind losing it to City, but Arsenal? Really? To be fair though, we did win the FA Cup, but apparently we won it twice in 1 game. First in the 90 minutes, then on penalty. Honestly, EA, sort your game out. As for the UCL though, we've done far better this time. We are through automatically to the round of 16, where we smashed Juve, battered Barcelona, and demolished Chelsea in the semis. We're playing AC Milan in the final. This is AC Milan's 3rd final in a row. They're on smoke at the minute. But I have to be honest, I completely understand why now. Look at the state of that starting 11. No wonder they've been killing it. I mean, they are absolutely stacked. But when we're pulling stats like this, ladies and gents, honestly, I'm not worried in the slightest. I mean, look at this team on paper, ladies and gents. 7 years deep into career mode, it doesn't really get much better than this. I mean, after all, this team has practically won everything except from the Premier League and the UCL up to this point. But now we have the chance to change that, as in the next 90 minutes, all we got to do is beat AC Milan and stop their unstoppable run in the Champions League to become the world's best club. Here we come, Durdov on the ball. He's penalties against men. That'll be a battling off, you know, but I see that run. Can Barry get there? Bloody hell, lad. He's 6'5", at least attempt. Now, we do have a free kick here. Nobody has got good free kicks. Dudov is our best free kick. I tell you what, let's just hit it and hope. Let's see what happens when we put full power. That is just... I've got no words for that. I feel like Ronaldo, man. One day I was good at free kicks. The next I just wasn't. Here comes AC Milan. Left-hand side. Oh, that's gorgeous defending from Botman. AC Milan are playing a very high press. It's going to be very difficult to actually work our way beyond their defence. But we're certainly going to try to. And fail. Jesus Christ. Now we're on the counter. Sesko is on the ball. Oh, he's done beautiful there. Oh, that was tidy, you know. If we'd have conceded there, I don't even think I'd have been mad at that. I'd have just applauded it. But here they come once again. He's loading up a power shot. Beadle is there. What a signing he's been, by the way. Him and Shea Charles been here since the start. They've carried us to the final. 27 minutes in, and I haven't even had a sniff in their freaking area. I'm telling you, this is going to be a tough game. Really got to work the ball around if we want to break AC Milan down. But Martin is on the ball. I'll tell you what, let's have a dink from distance. Let's see what happens. We've rattled the bar. Bro, you don't get much closer than that, man. He has got a rifle of a right foot. At least we now know he's got that in his locker. We can definitely utilise that. Here's Atta, though. We're going to see that run from Al Hilal. We're going to go inside. Dudov is on the ball. He's there. Oh, that's a great save. Can we get a rebound? No, we can't. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. AC Milan's turn now to attack. It's our turn to defend, and we're not doing it very well. Sesko is in behind. Oh, my God. No, they rattle the bar. Bro, what is this game? Well, look at this from Martin. Oh, that's a gorgeous ball. We're in behind. Can we put it away? What a save cost it. I don't understand how the second half began, and neither of us have scored a goal. I mean, they're just letting it rip from anywhere. But here we come now. Bradley Loco is on the ball. We're going to go back to Martin. Martin is going to find some room for Dudov. Dudov, he's not really done much in this game. Not really had a sniff. Oh, my days. Come on, man. I have to admit, it's nice having a CDM in the team, but I'm really missing an attacking midfielder right about now. On the ball, once again, Dudov, I see you. Okay, can we keep... Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take him off in the min, put Anthony on. He's actually shocking in the game. But here we come. Al Hilal on the right-hand side of the pitch. We're looking for... Oh, come on, man. You're telling me you're 6'5" and not getting in the box. We've got someone in the box, though. It's not freaking gone in. Here we go, though. AC Milan are on the ball. We've done really well there. Only 15 minutes left in this game, and neither team looks like they're going to score more than the other. It's such an even game. Dudov is on the ball now, though. We're going to try and spot. That's a gorgeous ball, you know. He's cut inside. Okay. Oh, come on, man. And now AC Milan are on the break with Sesko. I should have bloody brought Sesko, shouldn't I? I really should have, because here comes Rafael Leao. He's all on his own. Oh, my Lord. It's a good job he can't finish his dinner. 10 minutes to go now. Rafael Leao is on the ball once again. He's taking a shot from... What is the AI doing, man? I've never known it let it rip more than this. They're literally taking shots from anywhere, man, and I'm not liking it at all. Can't believe it. It's going to extra time. How has nobody scored yet? Well, the first half of extra time is underway, and we have made one change. The greatest of all time is officially on the pitch. But Gassama is on the opposite side to him. He's actually doing really... Oh, my God. Gassama, okay, we're going to go inside just to make sure. And we finally got a goal. It only took us 110 minutes. Not 110, 100. I'm getting my maths wrong, but that's not a surprise considering I failed it. We freaking got the lead, though. Great work from our left winger, though, whose name escapes me at this moment in time, but our big man up top finally clutches his chance. And that is us finally ahead, man. It's about bloody time. To be fair, it's about time someone scored in this game. Anyway, I swear, if we let one in, just like... Oh, no, no, no. Please don't tell me that's a pen. Oh, it's offside. Thank God for that. If we'd have conceded right after because of a penalty from a handball, I'd have gone nuts. But no need to go nuts just yet, ladies and gents. We're still ahead. No penalty to defend against. We are all good. But we're not good now. Sesko is in behind Simica. Oh, my Lord. That is a disgusting tackle. That's why we bought him this season. Doki wouldn't have been able to pull that off. 15 minutes left in this game for AC Milan to get back in it and for us to hold on so that we can finally become the world's best club. Corner to AC Milan there. Let's bring a keeper out so we can gather it. If they go near, oh, that's keepers all day, every day. Now we've got Gassama on the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch. Can we find Martin? Yes, we can. Can we? Oh, what on earth was that? That is not where I wanted that to go. I wanted that to go to Barry. You know, the 6'5" unit up top. But AC Milan are on the ball, man. Dying seconds of the game. Last attack of the game. I swear if they get a goal back here, I'm going to go absolutely mental. But hopefully... Oh, no! What are you doing, keeper? Oh, my God. We got away with that. Thank the Lord for that. Sheffield Wednesday just never win against Milan in extra time. We have made them the best team in the world. That was such a stressful game, you know. I can't believe it was only 1-0. How near the team bagged at least 3 is beyond me. But in the 7 years we've been in charge of the Owls, we have absolutely dominated. We've basically won every single competition now except for the Premier League. And for those asking, if Sheffield United start doing terribly in the next couple of weeks or months, I'll do them. But for now, they are killing it, so they're sound for now. But Sheffield Wednesday are killing it too because they've just won the Champions League. Which means my mission is complete. If you have enjoyed this video, want to see more content just like this, drop this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. And if you want to watch more videos just like this one I've made, YouTube recommends you watch this one.